I'm Arun Christopher. I'm the head of the Department of Social Science at Abu Dhabi Indian School. I've been here in UAE for a very long time, so assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And sabal khair. I have chosen a very different topic. Make a choice. Bully or friend. And then at the same time, I've given the bottom line. Dare to be different. This is something, as a role model, we the teachers have to look into our class, that our class is inclusive. Would like to draw your attention to the very wise words of the Minister for Tolerance, His Excellency Sheikh Nahan. Wonderfully, he said, we are in extraordinary times. Technology is giving us an edge, and technology is also taking away a lot from us. It has taken away from us something what this boy expresses in this photograph. The tears that has been given to him is not the tears that he is emotionally weak. It's not the tears that he is failing in his life. These are the tears that we have ignored him and he has to suffer alone. And this suffering is bullying. It is latent. We are not able to see the bullies. We are not able to feel the bullies in the class, but they exist. They are there. They're present. And we are, if not doing anything, either we are ideal bystanders or we are absolutely ignoring something that is something to be taken care of at a very initial stage. The worst bullying that, why I have picked up the words of Sheikh Nahan is that technology is providing a lot of wrong information also. And it is being misused, whereby we are today recording something which the children are circulating around, and it goes down so badly that these tears are the witness. We are witnessing a time where we are having an edge of technology with us, but at the same time, for the boy over here, or for anyone who is suffering at the hands of being used as providing misinformation about through the means of technology, what we call it as cyberbullying, is one of a very common trait today in bullying. It's a very, very common trait today in bullying. We have not to ignore it at all. It is present there, and it is very, very vibrantly used by our youngsters, specifically in adolescent age, in trying to defame a friend. An accent, for example, is being recorded. An accent is being used to try to defame the boy, to defame the girl, defame a student, and he silently suffers, she silently suffers, because we are not able to understand or comprehend. We have to be very awake in dealing with bullying. We have to be very awake in dealing with bullying. We have to isolate the cases of bullying. We have to look for why it's happening. But we have not to punish. That's why I said, dare to be different. I'm not to punish the bully. I'm to give him a choice. Have the courage to be different. Have the courage to be something different, and that different is a friend, not a bully. If I go for a punishment, it's not going to solve the problem, because that's where exactly someone wanted that to happen, that I be punished, I be targeted, and then that's ultimately going to take the chance that I'm proving myself so right, that I'm not liked. So when I'm not liked, I won't like the others. And you are, instead of solving the problem, becomes a part of the problem. That's why I said, make a choice, bully your friend, and dare to be different. So don't punish. We have to be having an inclusive classroom where students of determination and students who are not so challenged are going to be a part of your class. And if I am not giving an equal opportunity to all my students to be in the class and treated equally, then I am a very, very quiet bystander who is letting things happen the way they are. I have to address that, because it is mostly the students of determination that could be the targets of the bully. They cannot fight out for themselves. They cannot. And I cannot be a mute spectator to what's happening over there. I have to take a stand. a strong stand. That's where we say that when it's bullying, we have to be alert to capture it right at the time when it's happening. As the English proverb says, nip the evil in the bud. We have to nip the evil in the bud. And under all given circumstances, we are not going to give up onto any of our student. We have to be always very strong as an enforcement behind all our students. And when we are tackling with the case of bullying, we are able to address to a lot of problems. I have come across in my career students coming down to me and telling me they have been targets of, yes, they are. They will be adolescent age. And when we are addressing an issue, I brought the boy who was bullied and the one who was bullying him face to face. And I just asked the one who was bullying, what bad did he do to you that you did this to him? No answer. I said, just go down into your conscience. You follow a faith XYZ. I'm not interested in that. That's a debate apart. But just take that faith in your mind, the text that you read, to whatever faith you belong. Will you be able to get an answer that for doing nothing somebody was being targeted? And that answer was absolutely, his silence was telling me that he's taking into him and he's accepting it, that what he was doing was not right and he deserves to be treated in a more better manner, the one who was being treated in such a derogatory manner by it. To my colleagues over here, I would always address one thing. We do talk a lot about inclusive classroom, but we as teachers refuse to accept that in our classroom, someone is ganged against. Someone is targeted. Someone is being left alone to fight for himself. We have to deal that. Initially, when I say to my philosophy, as my teaching philosophy, I strongly believe in one thing, that when you are teaching, you're not just teaching, you're not just physically making someone, you are actually touching a soul. You are actually making a mark. And this is going to be when I am accommodating everybody in my classroom. I'm not leaving anyone. And if anyone is left behind, I'm addressing to that. Why my boy or my student is not very open to me or is not ready to talk in the class because he or she is scared if I talk, I will be laughed at, I'll be scorned. No, don't let that happen. That is bullying. That is bullying. In your class, you have to say it, that everyone has the equal right and a fair chance. And that's where we are tackling bullying and we are passing the message. Nothing will be accepted in case if you think so, if any of the student feels so, that can be left out. No, none of them will be. I'm sure you all as teachers would have encountered scenarios and situations where you would have felt and you would have registered certain thoughts in your class and you would have addressed it equally so well.